So I recently obtained a bunch of alpha map textures of hieroglyphics, Egyptian hieroglyphics, only to find that they are extremely lackluster in quality and that the artist hasn't even a concept of curvature. Rather sad, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend today smashing out a procedure of tracing them and making them high quality, and show you the technique that I do to achieve that in a fairly quick amount of time. I've quickly smashed together two layers here, one intended to be a black background, which we will hide for now, and one which we will have our traced glyph. Now we're going to come over here to the pen tool, and we're going to start clicking and putting vertices in the place where the artist has created his mask. But what we're going to do is we're going to trace it with curves, and we're going to make it look less shit, which is what he should have done in the first place, albeit didn't, or whatever. We carry on and proceed as normal. So with curves, with the curve tool, you can approximate, I think, up to 45 degrees with accuracy. As soon as the curvature requires a little bit more than that, you're going to need to split it up into multiple curves. It does take a little bit of practice getting used to. Needless to say, it's not something that you're going to pick up straight away and just be a god with by watching one tutorial. The controls for it are pretty much, you just click. I'm actually going to be a little bit more accurate here with this curve. I think it can be done in one. And then we'll just keep this quite tight on the bottom here. Likewise with this guy. So we're just really clicking and dragging to get that curvature that we want. When we see the anchor point kind of far protruding beyond, that's basically giving us an indication of where it wants to go, where the curve wants to kind of lead. If I go in the opposite direction, you're going to see it gets pulled by that anchor point unless we alt click and pull the anchor point right down. We can then control click to change the position of preset vertices, or vertices that we've already placed. No, I'll do this like this, and then like that. But you can see with this method, it is pretty quick, and you're going to get a pretty decent representation. So we're just converting it to selection, and then we're inverting the selection. And then, did that work? The inversion? Yes, there we go. And then we're just going to grab white, and we're going to put it in there. We'll dull it down so we can see that gap, and we'll just make another path with this. Holding shift when you use the pen tool is going to give you a perfectly straight line. Again, alt clicking will give you control over the anchor points, and control clicking will give you control over the vertices. Once we've done that, we can right click, make selection, OK, control shift I to invert selection, and then delete. Beautiful. Now how's that looking? Much, much smoother, much, much cleaner. And now for our drops, which we can pretty much just create one of and then duplicate, we'll create a second layer, and we'll make a nice drop. We'll give a little bit of convexity on the top. Get in there. Sometimes you've got to zoom in to be able to grab these handles and get them on the spot that you want them. Okay, I can see I've got a little bit of a divot there, so just tidy that up. Cool, I'm happy with that. Make selection. Much sexier drop. Oh, invert. Sweet, and then we can just duplicate that one twice. Pull them down with shift. And pull. Oh, sorry. Oh, what a frig is going on there? And then you. Oh, okay. Now, let's have a look. I think that's a bit of an improvement, to be honest. I'll put just like a little bevel on this corner here. I have a nice little trick for that. I just invert a small sphere and then rub away. Like so. And then move him over here. And do the same. Maybe just 1 pixel off the bottom there. A remarkable improvement, I would say. So now we'll merge all them. Glyph. And that's the end result there. From that to that. Glory to the master.